Hi, Room 10. Tonight we are going to read a different kind of bedtime story. So we still have our friend Gingy here, right? But Gingy heard me reading something last night to Reagan and Connor, and he really liked it, didn't you? So he asked me if I could read some tonight to you. So I'm going to put Gingy down so I can tell you a little bit about it. We are going to listen to an author whose name is A. Milne, and he is most famously known for his stories about Winnie the Pooh, who I think you all know. And he created these stories for his son, Christopher Robin, who is also in the Winnie the Pooh stories. But A. Milne also wrote a lot of poetry, and I'm going to read you some. And you're going to hear a lot of silly things and a lot of rhyming. And it's out of this book that I have at home called When We Were Very Young by A. Milne. So get cozy. Okay, that's what we do here. We like to get cozy and we read some poetry together. I'm going to read you 3 different poems, okay? The first one I'm going to read you is called Lines and Squares. You know, my mom used to read this to me when I was a kid too, so they're really special to me. Lines and Squares. Whenever I walk in a London street, I'm ever so careful to watch my feet. And I keep in the squares and the masses of bears who wait at the corners all ready to eat, the sillies who tread on the lines in the street. Go back to their lairs, and I say to them, bears, just look how I'm walking in all of the squares. And the little bears growl to each other, he's mine, as soon as he's silly and steps on a line. And some of the bigger bears try to pretend that they came round the corner to look for a friend. And they try to pretend that nobody cares whether you walk on the lines or squares. But only the sillies believe their talk. It's ever so important how you walk. And it's ever so jolly to call out, bears, just watch me walking in all the squares. Okay, I'm going to read you another one. This one is called Missing. Missing. Has anybody seen my mouse? I opened his box for half a minute just to make sure he was really in it. And while I was looking, he jumped outside. I tried to catch him. I tried. I think he's somewhere about the house. Has anyone seen my mouse? Uncle John, have you seen my mouse? Just a small sort of mouse, a dear little brown one. He came from the country. He wasn't a town one. So he'll feel all lonely in a London street. Why, what could he possibly find to eat? He must be somewhere. I'll ask Aunt Rose. Have you seen a mouse with a woofly nose? Oh, somewhere about. He's just got out. Hasn't anybody seen my mouse? Have you guys seen the mouse? Where'd he go? Okay, we're going to read one more for tonight. This is a favorite in our house. Connor loves this one. It's called Halfway Down. Halfway down the stairs is a stair where I sit. There isn't any other stair quite like it. I'm not at the bottom. I'm not at the top. So this is the stair where I always stop. Halfway up the stairs isn't up and it isn't down. It isn't in the nursery and it isn't in the town. And all sorts of funny thoughts run through my head. It isn't really anywhere. It's somewhere else instead. So those were 3 poems by A. Milne. And if you like them, maybe I'll read you more another night. So if you enjoyed listening to those, tell somebody to send me an email and I'll know whether we should revisit this book on another night, okay? When we were very young. I miss you guys. I love you guys. And I will see you soon. Bye.